Happy Sunday to all of you. Welcome. Thank you so much. And whenever you're viewing or listening to this message, I'm recording it on Sunday, May 24th, 2021. But whenever you listen to this, this is when it will apply to you. I'm coming to you today from my patio, and I wanted to do this message from outdoors, feeling a connection to the earth, feeling a connection to the energy of all that is around us, the air, the ground, the trees, everything that is around us affects us. And so I feel like today's a very spiritual sort of day, feeling into the ethers, feeling into the energies of what's there for us to share with, to kind of align with energies that are around us in a good way, guys. And so I want to say welcome and thank you so much for being here. And I know I just put out a message, but I feel like I need to do another one. This one's more along the lines of spirituality, of the closeness that you're feeling. Something, I feel like there's a feeling of love today. There's a feeling of kind of connecting with the earth, connecting with and feeling refreshed and rejuvenated by nature. And that's why I'm out here today. And so I wanted to kind of start with a poem from Rumi. And today, guys, this reading is, just so you know, I feel like it's more of a spiritual uplifting message. But if something else comes in that's sort of like this is going to happen in the future, then it does. But I feel like this is more of a connecting, kind of grounding sort of energy today. So I'm going to ask Rumi, I'm going to ask the guides to lead us to whatever message and poem and poetry is here for us today. This is, if you're familiar with the Rumi Oracle cards by Alana Fairchild, they're pictures, paintings, but they're also there's poetry and like oracle messages that go along with it. So let's just ask Spirit to pick a card for us so we can know what message, beautiful message this is. And these Rumi cards, they're beautiful. Whoever did the paintings, the artwork on here, it's just gorgeous. Please guide us, Rumi, and guide us, Spirit, on what you have for us today, please. Okay. So, I'm going to actually take to the book. I do feel as if this card, though, represents... I'm going to show it to you in a sec. I feel like this represents a deepening of connectivity with the divine, with your spiritual side, with your guides. And this card says the human gift, okay? And so what I feel regarding this this message here, before, let me just read the poetry, but I also want to say that I feel a connection, like I said, to our guides, to a deeper understanding of us, maybe even feeling the universe today, but feeling alignment. That's what I feel. Okay, so let me just read this poetry here. O heart, what is your excuse for all these blunders? Such loyalty is offered by the beloved, yet so much treason comes from you. Such kindness is offered by the beloved, yet so much defiance and resistance comes from you. Such grace is offered by the beloved, yet so much fault and failure comes from you. Such attraction is offered by the beloved with sweetness and generosity, yet such jealousy comes from you with so much doubt and suspicion. So, guys, I feel like this. I'm going to read more into this in a sec, but I feel like Spirit is trying to say, listen, why can't you accept that you are a beautiful work of art? Why can't you accept that you are loved beyond measure by God, by the divine, by your angels, by um, even the energy of the departed, your loved ones. Why do you beat yourselves up? That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. And so, what I also feel here is sort of like what I hear is like a protective order. Like you're protecting yourself from something and you're not willing to open up and kind of be in that alignment with the universe and be in that alignment with God and your purpose, your journey. And so I feel like this kind of resonates here. But here, I feel like it represents so many of us human beings who kind of just look at um, kind of just isolate ourselves from the beauty around us. And we isolate ourselves from the gifts and the beauty that's coming towards us. And so um, it's like when, there's construction on the road and you come upon those what do you call those things, not barriers, but they put them up, they're orange and white, and then all of a sudden you see a sign that says um, lane closed. And so I feel like the universe has been trying to approach you with blessings and with helping you to open up and manifest the things that you've been asking for, but I feel like you close yourself off for some reason. I think it's because, and I feel it's because there's something that you don't want to give up. And you feel as if you have to give someone or something up in order to receive these blessings of love. And that's not the case. That is not, I feel like Spirit is trying to say you misunderstand and you're misinterpreting something that you're feeling. And so when you open yourself up and you take that chance, right? You take that chance and you allow yourself to feel what you feel and you allow things to come in and allow things to go, whatever it is. Could even be perceptions, guys. It doesn't mean a relationship always. So you've got to consider this, and you have to know that whatever this gift that's trying to come into for you, you've got to stop putting up roadblocks, because then you get into, I know this because I've done it. You kind of get into a funk where you're like, yeah, I knew this wasn't going to happen for me. But we're causing those blockages, and I feel like we're causing blockages for certain blessings to come in, because we're still in that self blame or something. There's something there that you're not quite, maybe you're not quite ready to allow the universe to bring it to you. Okay, but be don't feel like this is a criticism. It's human nature, and you're learning, you're growing, and you will get tired of waiting, but you will realize that it's something you have to put away. Okay, and this has nothing to do with the last reading that I gave. That one is totally different. This is something internally, guys. This is, trust me, there are so many blessings and things waiting for us that, you know, we have to make sure that we are in alignment and we are in that space where we can open up fully to receive what the universe has to bring. Okay, and to actually also, I'm hearing that some of you aren't realizing how much of a blessing you are, or things that you've done to help others, or some things that are noticed by the divine, by God, by the universe, that there's good karma coming to you, but you're not seeing that because you're seeing something else, and I can't quite put my finger on it at this moment, but I feel like it's coming to a better place within you with balance. Okay, um, so here, I'm gonna just read this and then we can go from there. Do you bemoan your lack of faith? Do you berate yourself? What did I just say? Blazing angel, because you have moments where you cannot bring yourself to trust in love more than you trust in your fear? Do you lament and worry that you could or should be living in greater surrender? And yet, when is light more precious than when it arises from darkness? When is trust more admirable than when it involves an uncertain yet bold leap of faith? O human angel, your path is perfection to the divine sense, not in some artificial absence of struggle, but in the wrestling of darkness and light that ignites the fire within your holy heart. So rise up now from your doubts and admonishments and let your human self be loved. Even for all the doubt, you are still a cherished one of the great beloved and always shall be. Be kind to your heart. You may believe it to be weary from doubt and distrust. So much heartbreak and so many agonies, yet it still beats. Still it persists, an unquestioning allegiance to life. What a grand heart it is, this sacred heart of yours. How can it be worthy of anything other than tenderness, gratitude, acknowledgement, and appreciation? Do not plague your heart with falsehood and expectations of some disembodied perfection. The perfection of your heart is that it loves still, even if you try to stop it with some notion of self-protection from future hurt through doubt or fear. Still, it loves. It is perfection that it hopes even after despair, that it holds compassion even after experiences of fear. So then what is left there to do but breathe the grandest sigh of relief and allow yourself the essential luxury of peace within? So then everything is all right, even if at some moments it seems like it's not. Your heart beats in honor of life. The heart can be nurtured and coaxed into gentle acceptance of all that is, and the divine sight will become available to you. Yes, sacred sight is what is behind this oracle for you now, beloved. You are meant to be witnessing something important, something that will make the presence of the divine in your affairs more real to you. It will be something you can come to count on at all times, and in that gain greater peace and realization that yes, it is safe to trust and surrender. Indeed, it is the only safe and sane and sensible way to live. It is also the most fun way to live, and you are allowed to live this way if you so choose. It is not shirking your duty as a responsible adult. It is not deluding yourself and turning away from the real world. Rather, surrender is placing responsibility where it is best placed, firmly in the hands of the part of you wise enough to know the great beloved is wiser still, and that your life unfolds according to the great beloved's grace. So, for now, take comfort in this oracle. Just for a moment, let your heart be honored and loved by you. And imagine that you can crack open a window in the dustiest chamber of your own heart temple to let the light of the divine stream in. You may see the angel reaching to assist you. You may receive the gift of understanding, insight, and revelation. You may feel peace, or you may finally allow your heart to break once more, to shed those old grievances, and free and fresh to live and love again. Or you may quietly realize you are human. You are light and dark, of heaven and earth, with a perfect blend. You are all that can possibly be. You are an extraordinary living divine experiment in the making, and you are sacred, cherished, and loved by the great beloved. So do not fear your fear, but do doubt your doubt with compassion. Let it be and let it go. You are human after all, and your journey is beyond description. Just remember, if you are ever in need of the great beloved, there is a place where sacred tryst is always available to you, in the temple of your heart, with the window cracked open so that doubt can fly out and love can breathe freely. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. You are, or soon will be, seeing with greater clarity and insight and situation that has been obscured to you in the past. You may be startled by what you perceive, so much so that you second guess or chalk it up to a wild imagination in your part. You are asked to trust in the perceptions that when they come from the heart, although what you perceive may be darkness, there will be no judgment in it. See what is truthfully there. Be the compassionate nature of your heart, and you shall also be shown the most graceful way to become clear and free of darkness, either within yourself or within others and the world around you. Wow, guys, that was really powerful, and it hit me too. We tend to see darkness because we are made of light and darkness, right? We are. However, Spirit is asking us here to forgive ourselves for looking so harshly upon ourselves, and to let the light in and to accept the love that the divine has for us, so that we can love and we can feel love and we can give love and we can receive love. So I'm going to read the last part of this. It says, sacred honoring ritual. Place your hands on your heart and say the following: I love you. You are strong, brave, and powerful. You are gentle, vulnerable, and inspired. You are truth. You are insight. You are wisdom. You are life. I love you and you are safe. You are the divine made flesh. You, my precious heart, my precious connection to life, I adore you. Thank you for loving. Let us open the inner window, let the stale emotion out, and breathe in fresh life now. For you are to be well and thrive according to the love's grace and wisdom. I trust in what you know and what you see. In compassion, I honor all perceptions of truth, and so it is. So guys, listen. I truly believe with all my heart that this energy today, Spirit, is here to say, this energy today, that in this message that comes to you now, is part of that is your own soul connecting with all this energy and kind of saying, listen to yourself, listen to this message. It's time to rise up and to move forward and allow yourself to free fall into the abyss of faith and trust and love from the divine, love for yourself, and watch the windows open wide to let freshness in, to let newness in. It's when we struggle. I always remember the phrase, take the path of least resistance, flow. Because when you struggle and you try to swim upstream in a current, you're going to get exhausted. And you're focusing on all your energy in going backwards when you should be going with the flow. And so I know I've done it too. And we have to be mindful that we're not being cowardly or opening ourselves up to vulnerability in a bad way. We are opening ourselves up to vulnerability in a beautiful spiritual way, to allow the divine to come in, to allow the divine to heal us and to heal ourselves. With whatever this is, it doesn't matter big or small, it is. And it is something that Spirit wants you to know. And so I feel like there is a very real sense of gentleness here, gentle energy. And I think the message here today is to be around gentle energy today. Be in nature if you can. Touch a tree, feel your feet on the grass or the sand or in the water, whatever it is. But connect with nature, because we need that grounding energy. We need that feeling of alignment and peace in order to move forward in certain things. We're always going to have things in our life and on our path that we need to learn a lesson, or we need to heal from it, or we need to open up to something. So these messages never get old, because there is always something. And it's not in a bad way. Like, my one of my relatives used to say, it's always something. And so I'm thinking about that. It's not that kind of energy. There is always something in our path, because we're human beings. We're beings of light. We're human beings in the flesh. And so there will be things that come up and things that we need to, you know, kind of like cleaning out the fridge. You've got to get rid of things that are old, things that are no longer going to be beneficial to your health. If you eat it, it's going to make you sick. So we have to periodically clean things out and make sure that we let go of it properly. Um, and so I feel like maybe we take a moment to kind of just focus on our breathing and allowing ourselves to just feel into ourselves. And I know that it's hard sometimes when you have family around, you have friends, you have whatever. It's hard to take a moment to yourself, but it's important to know that you must. And even taking a moment to, in the shower, in the bathtub, in the bathroom, or taking a quick walk, or just going to the store real quick, in the car, wherever it is that you can do this, to take a moment to kind of just feel your heartbeat. Put your hand on your heart and breathe in deeply and breathe out. And allow yourself to feel your heart. Allow yourself to feel love. Allow yourself to see light. And it doesn't have to be hours at a time, whatever you can give to yourself. And to feel into the goodness that's within yourself, okay? To allow yourself to open up to certain things. I know people that refuse to, like, I'll use illness for an example. If they're not feeling well, here, why don't you take something for your sinuses, or why don't you take something for your headache? No, thanks. Okay. I mean, it's temporary relief, but it's also like you don't want to help yourself feel better, even just for a few moments. But so what I'm saying is here is that it's important to allow ourselves the time to heal internally. We have this beautiful energy within our heart and soul, guys, that needs to be cleansed and cleared periodically. So just, I can kind of guide you for a moment or two, and then you can do this on your own whenever you have some free time or whatever. But if you just kind of either put your hands together or on your heart, breathing in and out, closing your eyes. If you're not driving, don't drive and do this, obviously. But if you're in a comfortable place, close your eyes. Breathe just for a moment, in and out, and feel your heartbeat. Feel the natural rhythm of your heart. So if you start to feel a warmth that's natural, it is you allowing yourself to open up. Allow yourself to bring in and allow the assistance of your guides to help you clear the way of your own path to the heart and soul of you. And feeling the beautiful inner structure of that sanctuary that is yours and yours alone. Allowing yourself to see whatever it is you see. Flowers, beautiful, vivid colors, an ocean, a forest, whatever it is that draws you to peace. A cup of tea in a beautiful garden. Whatever it is that brings you to peace, allow that peace to stay. Allow yourself to feel that peace. Whatever it is that you envision, that is what is within your soul that is longing to be offered to you. Sit in this moment for as long as you like, but breathe in, breathe out. Allow those energies to come in. Allow yourself to be in that sacred structure that is you. Allow yourself to feel the tranquility. For as long as you like. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding us today. Thank you for this beautiful message and the beautiful poetry that was offered to us today so that we might It might help us lighten our load on our beautiful journey and on our path. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you. And so it is, guys. That was the message today. I do believe I brought out different card decks because I thought I was going to use those, but this is it. Spirit says this is enough. This is it. This is it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be at peace. Give to yourself today. Allow yourself to feel into the beauty that is you. With much love, much respect, and honor. Thank you, guys, for being on this journey with me and me with you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.